that's what I wanted to copy onto this version here. So this background, if I turn this layer off, this background here is the background that I decided to make for all of the tea green signs so that they had something uniform to work with. And so now what I've been doing is going through and taking all the additional sponsorship signs and pulling the text, so everything again is very uniform and that they can create their thank you cards very easily. But because of the different lighting conditions and the different setups of the different green signs, I'm getting some discoloration here between this background and the template background, and also the coloring of the words isn't exactly how I'd like it. So now that I've pulled this text over and I went ahead and transformed it so that it was nice and straight, I'm going to actually go up to Image, Adjustments, and Selective Color. And I want to make this box here as white as I can get it. So knowing that the white of the sign is got some color casting, it has some color casting on it, I'm going to go down here to my whites, and I've got some cyan in there, so I'm going to pull that out. And when I do that, I've actually pulled out, and now maybe the magenta pop a little bit more. So I'm going to pull the magenta out as well to just about the same as the cyan. It's a little bit of yellow, but not bad. And actually what's getting this color here is now our blacks. So I'm going to pull the black out. And there we see that box just about disappear. I'm going to pull it back a little bit to about there. So now we've pulled that selective color out, made our white a little bit more uniform. To get the text to where I want it, I'm actually going to go ahead and duplicate that layer. I'm going to do the blending mode to multiply, which darkens it. That's obviously too dark. So I'm going to pull that down to right about here. And that darkens the white box again, and I don't want that. So I'm going to give it an adjustment mask. I'm going to invert it, take my brush on white, and bring the color back just to the text. That. Let's do this quick. So that looks okay. So I'm going to flatten this down, and you'll see just a little bit of discoloration between the background and this box. I actually made it a little bit too white, so to fix that, I'm just going to sample a little bit of this, and on the background layer with my brush tool, just paint away that outside line. Now, obviously I'm not getting too neat with it. It's not going to be very big. These are just going to be on 5x7 thank you cards, and I think short of anybody with our photographer's eye, no one's going to really notice that. So that's how I am saving my life here with these tea green signs. I've done this 22 times already today, and hopefully getting close to the end. So that's my selective color, and on that, the reason why I went to Image and Adjustments was because when I was working with that selective color, I wanted to work only with the text layer that I had brought over. If I was going to do selective color on, say, my entire image, I go to the adjustment layer over here. This box is the selective color adjustment. You can see now if I went to the whites and did the same thing and pulled the cyans like that, actually it's not changing much, but maybe the neutrals, let's see. See, now it's affecting the entire picture when I play with it in the neutrals, and obviously I didn't want to do that when I was just working with that text box. So the adjustment layer over here would affect your entire picture, or if you want to work with a particular layer and not the entire image, then you can just do it here while the layer is selected. So I hope that helps. I hope that made sense and that I did this right. Thanks, guys.